It is an Okita.
2 boop, 3 boop.
We are live.
Ooh, is it correct?
Uh-huh.
Yay, good. And now, I won't be able to see anything.
Why?
Except the guide.
Oh. Wait, why?
I don't, well, I can see chat on my phone at least.
And that's why I got pulled up.
Yay, it's ended.
Yep.
And now we can continue our adventure!
Dear son.
Yay! Da 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 da. Gotta remember BZ8 button. Oh, and I can see my mouse this time!
Hey, that's an improvement.
Load. Thank you. Alright! It's the beach!
It's a pool.
Oh yeah, pool. Anyway. It was the day we promised to hang out together. The Sunday we were so eager for. Mail!
Already?
Yes, who do you think it is?
Not a Buki, because you never get mail from them unless it's to help out with the Christmas decorations.
The first time around, he actually did give me, did send me stuff, but it was discounts for the store. Anyway. What do you think?
Go. Quack.
Quack?
I'm gonna say Okita then.
It is. In the friends pile.
Oh.
Let's see. I knew it was Kazusu!
I don't really understand because I always attended all-girls school. How is it having boys in the same class? Are there lots of things to worry about?
Surprisingly, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. Yeah!
Is that so? Chizuru-chan, you're amazing. Do your best.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
God damn it. I had arranged to meet with Olsen and Kozusu at the pool. I came early, changed into my swimsuit, and headed to the poolside.
Osen and Kozusu don't seem to be here yet.
I spotted a lot of people having fun in the water when I scanned the area. First yawn of the day.
First
Wait,
yawn of the stream.
night is what I
Yeah,
meant to say.
because it is definitely dark outside.
Yes, it is. Anyway. But with everyone around me in swimwear, I ended up feeling really self-conscious, seeing everyone having their skin exposed like that. As I was thinking that...
So
this... I forget who's first.
I think it's Sen first.
So this is where you were... No! Sen is second.
Oh.
Sen is second, because I in my head, I can hear this fucking line. Like, no joke, I can hear Sen going, "It's the pool trip we've all been waiting for, so why the long face?"
Yeah, you're right.
I looked over my shoulder in the direction of the two familiar voices.
On point with it tonight.
Today, let's have fun, some more fun, and some more fun on top of that until we drop.
since we went to the trouble of buying swimsuits, we should at least make the most of wearing them.
Osen was all smiles and Kozusu was sporting a fun-loving grin as well.
Wow, you two look so cute.
Thank you, but I think you look cuter, Chizuru-chan.
Huh? No way. She's not lying or just saying that. That outfit really suits you. Thanks.
Take a drink.
Ah! It's 7 minutes in. Num num. Num water.
Num water.
Num num water. Ah, that got stuck in your head now.
Yes.
Maybe the two of them really did think that. But even if they did, it was still incredibly embarrassing. Although, it really is a shame. I do think a bolder one would have been better after all, don't you?
That's impossible. Absolutely impossible.
After I vigorously shook my head, I suddenly heard someone's voice.
I swear, exposing my wife's soft, supple skin to the public is more than is absolutely necessary. What an unforgivably reckless act.
I couldn't truly care. My brain. It's not today. I truly couldn't care less about what the two of you were. But could you stop being such a bad influence on my sister? I turned to the voices I heard and saw.
Kazuma and Kaoru? Why are you here? Did the two of you come to hang out?
Actually, I knew full well that I now had to drink and check delivery thanks to Mage.
Hi, Meg. I had a chip in my mouth. I'll take a drink anyway.
It is preparing for delivery tomorrow.
The other one came today.
Yeah, the other one came today. You can see what it was in the stage Discord. And I just bought some stuff from another Hakuoki artist, Mommy.
Oh, fun.
I'm excited to get those.
Oh, I'm sure.
Alright. Actually, I knew full well that the two of them had awful chemistry, so I really didn't think they would arrange to go to the pool together.
There's another yawn.
Yep. When I blinked at them, sure enough, they each looked away with a disgruntled expression.
We met here by coincidence. To imply that I would engage in any activities with such a child is completely unspeakable.
I agree with that last part and that alone. That's why you should go away. This is our family bonding time. Just us family. So how about you don't ruin it by butting out?
Cretin. The one who should be going away is you, not I.
But
It is only natural that a wife should be near her husband. Men otherwise will get the wrong idea and crowd her in droves, no? Men with the wrong idea, huh? Have you looked in a mirror? You don't even have a wife in the first place.
The voices that interrupted them were familiar ones as well.
Okita-san, Saito-san, and Heisuke, you're here too.
Why were the three of them here as well? I was so stunned from seeing them out of the blue when Heisuke smiled brightly at me.
Chizuru-chan, you look amazing in that swimsuit.
Heisuke only says Chizuru.
Oh, okay, that's right. Chizuru, you look amazing in that swimsuit.
Okita is the Chan.
Alright. Chizuru.
Fuck. Like, I love it and hate it at the same time, and I blame you. Why'd you do this to me?
I have unlimited power.
He's laughing like a madman.
Going like a madman.
Okay.
In contrast, though, look at Saito.
Mm-hmm. Saito seemed a little bit bashful as he spoke with some reserve.
If I were to express my personal opinion, I would say that you've no need to expose yourself so much. You're perfectly fine just the way you are.
Thank you.
Drink!
Da, 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 da. Come up. Sippy, sippy. Now all that's going through my head, I can't wait for Sunday. We get to revive Hanada!
I mean, it'll be D&D Sunday, so...
Well, it's in the afternoon stream, so... Oh, so
Right,
it is.
work.
Wait, so you are doing shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
like, every 3 weeks.
Has it been 3 weeks? I don't know anymore.
Has, actually.
Oh my god, okay. Well, I'll figure some shit out or take a break. We shall see.
Yeah. Still, what an amazing coincidence. Who'd have thought we'd all be here?
Yeah.
Maybe this is what they call fate?
Pretty man made for it to be fate, if you ask me.
I know you like cats, so shut up.
Mmm.
Don't get the wrong idea, Okita. The one who is bounded to my wife by the red string of fate is none other than myself. Also, Soji, I'm fairly certain that you're the last person who gets to accuse people of having the wrong idea.
The guys kept interrupting one another and ended up glaring daggers at each other. Again. We girls didn't know what to do. Found ourselves at a loss for words for a little while.
What is even happening right now? I find it a bit hard to believe that everyone's just arriving here one by sheer coincidence.
Man, the power of coincidence, huh? I agree. What a surprise.
I looked around, feeling that something was amiss, but Heske and Satsun both blatantly avoided eye contact. Gee.
Well, never mind all that. Let's go for a swim, seeing as how we're all here. I suppose. The first obvious choice is the rapids. No, the waterfall pool is difficult to dismiss out of hand. Huh. The kiddie pool would suit you bastards much better.
I wouldn't count you out either, considering your mental age. Did they actually get along or not? Everyone walked towards the pool, caught up in their respective conversations. Okuta-san smiled cheerily at those of us still standing around in a daze at the sudden series of events.
Here, Chichiru-chan, let's go. Same goes for the two of you over there.
Oh, right. Would that be alright, Osun? Gozusu? Honestly, I was looking forward to just hanging out with you, Chizuru-chan.
Well, we can't just tell them to go somewhere else. There's nothing to do but go along with it.
Let's pull ourselves together and have as much fun as we can, huh?
It was the summer holidays, so the pool was overflowing with people. In addition to the families and couples, there seemed to be a lot of students like us there too. Everyone was screaming and laughing as they jumped and frolicked in the water. Seeing how much fun people were having almost made me forget how hot it was.
Still, this crowd is unbearable. Can we not simply rent out the whole venue for our exclusive use?
Please stop saying things like that.
Indeed. You should reflect on what would inconvenience others and consider how they would feel.
There were all kinds of rides and facilities for people to try as far as the eye could see. There was a diving board above the wave pool, a poolside rest area, and even a bar. There were a number of 25-yard lanes in the competitive swimming pool, too.
Yukimura-kun, is there some place you want to go?
Let's see.
With so many options, it was difficult to choose. And then, in that moment, Heisuke's eyes began to sparkle.
Oh man, they have a water slide. Let's all sit down from the top.
Ah, yes, a pool. A water slide?
How foolish. Do you expect me to associate myself with something so puerile?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Uh-oh. What?
We're fine.
We're fine.
Just bangs from upstairs.
Ow.
Ugh. you read this? I forget.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I said so per while, and you're like, wait a second. Yeah, forget about those of us who are as tactless as a bull in a china shop. I'll go with you.
Okita-san was grinning from ear to ear when he said that, for some reason.
Okita-san, why are you smiling like that?
I'm not smiling like that.
You're plotting something, aren't you?
Who, me? Nah, I wasn't thinking about shoving Hesuke from behind on the slide at all. No siree, not me. What? Solji, you better not do that. I'm warning you. Yeah.
Okita ushered him away with a firm shove to his back while saying that. I can imagine it in my head.
Shush.
Hesuke, I will see to your remains.
If everyone is going, should we wait until all of them have gone down the slide?
Yes.
I suppose. Be careful, you two.
Heisuke and Okita-san went climbing up the stairs. Those of us who remained below decided to dive right into the pool.
The water feels so good. Come on, Chizuru-chan. Hurry on in.
Wait, you need to warm up properly before you go jumping in.
This way, my wife. I will grant you a lecture on swimming.
What do you mean you'll give her a lecture? Don't you touch my sister! Kodo and Kazuma started trading barbs again, shooting each other death glares all the while. I felt flustered watching them argue, but then Saito-san tugged on my wrist.
You better leave them be. Let's go, Yukimura-kun.
Okay.
Whee! Into the water! We don't have splash sound effects, because they turned off with the voices for some reason.
Yeah.
I plunged into the pool without a second thought, and the cool, refreshing water enveloped my whole body. Floating along the water, I almost felt like I was drifting leisurely through the sky. Eventually, I heard someone's voice echo from the top of the water slide.
Hesuke. Alright then, Soji, I'll be going on ahead and... Whoa, dude, stop! Stop it, you moron! Stop pushing me! Stop!
We need a slide whistle.
That sure was dramatic. Are you okay, Hesuke?
Somehow? You bastard. How dare you splash water on me? You must have a death wish. Hey, who cares if you get wet? Blame yourself for standing around and spacing out like a dunce.
Kazuma was completely drenched, looking absolutely furious as he hunted Heisuke down. And so
It wasn't even Heisuke's fault.
Yeah! And so they chased one another into the water. Okita, who had slid down without incident, looked as happy as a clam watching the two of them.
Photo op. Knew it was a good idea to get the waterproof feature on this.
Don't just say that. Stop them.
It looked like he would rather watch paint dry, so there went that idea. Who else could be out there?
Saito-san should be able to stop this.
Feeling hopeful, I cast my gaze around for him. But what I saw was...
Snore!
Saito-san slumbering like a baby on top of a pool float someone must have taken out at some point.
It looks like he's asleep.
Look at that annoying, blissful look on his face. How about I capsize that float of his?
That's not funny, Kaoru.
Everyone continued playing around like that, and the afternoon just flew by.
Well, I'll go stretch my legs for a bit. Let's see what's going on at the other pools.
Da-da-da-da. Having fun sure is hard work. I felt wiped. I decided to take a break, got out of the water, and started walking along the poolside.
I was worried about how things would turn out for a moment there.
Though, honestly, things were horrible at first. Kaoru and Kazuma kept losing their tempers, Heisuke kept complaining, Okata kept stoking the fire, and Saito-san would try to rein him in. It was kind of a mess at the start, but now things had calmed down considerably. Everyone had started to get along when it counted, and things were starting to get less awkward. But the moment I zoned out...
Cannonball! Oh, that Discord did not like that.
Nope.
Cannonball?
What? I flinched as a huge wave of water completely drenched me as I walked by the diving pool. I was dripping from head to toe, my eyes darting all over the place in a panic before I heard someone.
Yeah. Holy crap, that was close. I nearly missed the water there. What in Christ's name are you up to, Senpachi? You ever heard of moderation?
What? Those voices belong to...
Harada-sensei? Nagakura-sensei?
Yo, Yukimura. Ideal day to be out at the pool, huh?
Oop.
So you really came, just like you said you would. Just like the intel said you would. Shit!
The intel?
Harada-sensei, who was wearing a wry smile, and Nagakura-sensei, whose eyes were glittering with delight, were both wearing swimsuits like everybody else here. I cocked my head, my mouth opening on its own to say...
Did you both come here to swim as well?
Yeah. Yeah, not just us either. The others are here too, you know.
What?
Yeah, just take a look for yourself.
When I looked where he pointed, I saw two more people getting up from their lounge chairs, with one of them looking incredibly annoyed.
Good afternoon, Yukimura-kun. It's quite the coincidence seeing you here.
I was shocked, speechless.
Sanan-sensei. Hijikata-sensei.
Who else would we be?
Seeing that irritated face, there was no mistaking that it was Hijikata-sensei here in the flesh. Even sitting aside Harada-sensei and Nagakura-sensei, the fact that these other two were also here... something was definitely up.
It appears that the other students have also come. We seem to have quite the lively day ahead of us. Don't you think so as well, Hijikata-sensei? I don't. I don't even want to think about it. Ah, my. There's not much use in complaining, considering you're already here, you know. It would be much easier if you just simply enjoyed yourself now.
I was far too tongue-tied to say anything. But that wasn't the only reason why I was so confused.
Things are definitely, I should just say, there's definitely a real possibility he will die of overwork from all this.
I don't like it, man. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not going near those guys. Yamazaki-senpai, this is all in your hands now. I'm going home.
Wait, no, you can't just abandon me. This is not an ordeal I can shoulder alone, Ibuki. Hey, you two, over here. What are you doing sneaking around for? Hurry up and get on over here.
Harada-sensei seemed to have noticed someone and beckoned them out of their hiding place.
Senpachi noticed them first.
Alright. Drink.
Yeah.
Star!
I see that. And he says drink. Awesome.
I'm drinking.
Honestly, we're gonna need it for this part, I think.
Yes. It's gonna take a while to get to the minigame.
Yeah.
After a moment of hesitation, they came out. Once again, I knew exactly who they were.
I was a little early. Oh, no, I was actually
Late.
Well, the stream over Discord was very
Did it lag?
misinforming.
Oh, what the
Uh,
Yamazaki-san and Ibuki-kun?
Not that I knew why, but the two of them looked like they had very mixed feelings about being here. I was dumbfounded into silence again, and I could only stare at them.
Before you get the wrong idea, let me just say that we are victims, so to speak.
Yeah, just saying. I didn't want to come here in the slightest. What in the world is going on? I had only planned to come to the pool with Olsen and Kozusu, but people kept coincidentally coming one after the other. Heisuke, Okita-san, Saito-san, and the others showed up, and we had ended up hanging out. But people who by all rights shouldn't have been there, like Harada-sensei and Hijikata-sensei, were here as well. Something really wasn't right. Just as I was about to voice my suspicions, the others came over and interrupted me. Bleh.
Oh, there she is! Hey, cheese it in! There you are. We were worried. You hadn't come back for a while, and... Saito, I see you're here too. My sincerest apologies. And the rabble-rousers just keep on coming.
The students looked at the teachers in dead silence. Both parties didn't say a word for a while. Heisuke was the first to open his mouth.
Man, even the teachers are here. This is pretty weird even for a coincidence. It's no coincidence. So, Soji sent us all those emails. Indeed, he said that Yukimura-kun was going to the pool and that we should all come as well.
What? Olsen, Kozusu, and I shot accusatory glances his way. However, Okita-san returned them with a sunny smile, not looking ashamed in the slightest. He has no shame. Fuck you, Okita.
Hey, at times like these, the more the merrier, right?
But you couldn't possibly have emailed the teachers as well.
Hijikata-sensei in particular looked as though his irritation had already reached its peak. His glare was incredibly severe. Even though we were at the poolside in the middle of summer, it felt like the air had frozen over. And yet, when it came to Okita-san...
Hijikata, you look downright fierce. You're sticking out like a sore thumb here. Shh, you're at the pool on holiday of all things, too. The least you can do is crack a smile and shut the hell up. Shit, I knew you'd pull something like this, but I played along anyway. So it wasn't just us. He even tricked Hijikata-sensei as well. Okita, your behavior is really completely intolerable.
Even though he was being criticized from all sides, Okita-san blithely ignored them all. Fuck you, Okita.
Anyway, what should we do about this chaos?
I tried to distance myself from the uproar by turning my gaze toward Olsen and Kozusu.
Help!
But for some reason, Kozasu was staring fixedly at Ibuki. Kozasu?
Do you know Ibuki by any chance?
Ibuki-kun began approaching us, seeming to realize that she was staring at him. Upon seeing his face, which had sported an odd expression, Kozasu let out a small breath.
It's not like it's a big deal, but when I dropped my commuter pass before, he returned it to me.
Ah, I thought I'd seen your face somewhere before. You're the girl from the subway, aren't you?
Thank you for what you did back then. I was able to get home thanks to you.
It was nothing. It was a commuter pass. All I did was pick it up right after it fell. Not to brag, but if it had been cash, I would have definitely felt more torn about it.
That's not really something to brag about, Ibuki.
I didn't know when he had arrived, but Hana-sensei chimed in with a sardonic smile. Kozasu looked at Ibuki after his blunt declaration, and she smiled too.
How do I put it? You're so honest.
Then, by the time Ibuki-kun and Kozasu's conversation had reached a stopping point, the situation around us had completely changed. I felt the gazes and heard the murmurs of other visitors at the pool, and I turned over my shoulder to look. At some point, an intense standoff had formed. What's more, the tensions seemed to have reached critical mass. Yeah, can all you guys reeking of hidden agendas back the hell away from my cute sister? She should be spending time with me, her older brother. Isn't that obvious?
I don't know what you mean, but the fact that you came here at all makes your agenda crystal clear. Especially you, Hichikata. You came here despite the fact that you're a teacher. You're beyond saving. Shut it! And speak for yourself. Unlike you, I didn't want to come here. Unless we're talking ulterior if we're talking ulterior motives, you're not really one to talk, Kazuma. I just wanted to see Chizuru in a swimsuit and wasn't thinking of anything weird, so... True. I don't think such an overt feeling qualifies as an ulterior motive. But is that really the issue here? Okita is the reason why we're all here in the first place. If anyone would have been concerned that they had gotten those emails he sent us. Even if you try to pin the blame on me, you're all equally guilty for joining in, right?
No! At least that doesn't apply to me. By the time I realized what was going on, I'd already been dragged into this mess.
Well, it's just as exactly as Soji says. He might have set the bait, but we all chose to take it. I'm telling you, this makes a grade school field trip look like a luxury getaway. Right, Senpachi? The director says they have a water slide here, and he's not even listening anymore.
Things were quickly spiraling out of control with this many people gathered around. I took a sidelong glance at the commotion. This was a huge problem. Is all this my fault? We have what looks like a group of handsome men, to say nothing of their personalities, causing a scene in public. That obviously dropped people's attention.
But this will be annoying for the other visitors.
What should I do? I knew I had to do something quickly, but as I racked my head more and more... Sensei clapped his hands twice loudly. I'm so glad he remembered!
Yeah, I was just waiting for it too. Tried doing it on my own, but Discord don't pick it up. Right, everyone. Why don't we stop this arguing here? It's incredibly disgraceful for a man to cause such a thoughtless ruckus, and at such great inconvenience of the others present as well. Don't you think so as well, Yukimura-kun?
I do.
When I exchanged looks with Sana and Sensei and nodded, everyone fell silent all at once.
Are we the baddies? However, I do wish to request that we all get along and have fun together. However, that doesn't seem very likely to happen. With it being the case, why don't we all play a game so that we may deepen our friendships? A game? What, you want us to play beach volleyball or something? Not quite. There are better things to do here since we came to this specific pool. Oh, wait! Are you talking about the SSS? Hesuke, you know what he means? Yeah! It's this pool special feature, and it was released just this summer. It's become a super popular attraction. The name of it is Summer Survival Shooting, or SSS for short. Oh, even I heard of that. It's a survival game where you work together in pairs in a water gun fight. Indeed. This is our precious summer vacation as well, but all of us are here, so we could consider this trip a success if we all manage to enjoy ourselves. Don't you think it would be more fun? What the fuck is going on? I think the cord on my headset decided to just brush up against my phone and cause it to turn on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't you think it would be more fun and fruitful to settle our disputes with a game as opposed to dragging out such pointless arguments? I agree 100%.
It sounds like fun.
I smiled and nodded back at Heisuke, who wore an enthusiastic smile of his own.
Well, with the way things were going, I agree it's best to settle things with a cut and dry competition. Ah, this'll sound like oodles of fun. I don't see why we can't give it a whirl.
With the four who were in favor were all smiles, but there were others who looked completely bewildered, as if they couldn't get why anyone would want to play this game at all. Not to mention those who just sported looks of blatant disgust. However, Sana-sensei remained composed with a broad smile on his face.
By the way, I will present the pair who comes in first place with a prize. How foolish. If you think you can entice me with such a thing, the first prize is a pair coupon for the poolside bar. With it, you can spend some quality time alone with the person you like best. Just the two of you. How about that?
In that instant, the expressions on the others' faces changed completely.
Very well. I will accept this challenge.
Of all the underhanded...
Does that mean you will not participate then?
Fine. I'll play along, even though I know it's a trap. Kaoru looked incredibly annoyed, but made his declaration nonetheless.
I think a break at the poolside bar after exerting oneself does make a fair amount of sense. Sana-sensei's plan is superb, even though the pair ticket is not in any way my goal, obviously. Ah, domo arigato, Saito-san.
Sana-sensei smiled as he responded to Saito-san, who was blushing for some reason. Bless you, boy! In contrast, Ibuki was making a face as he thought things over, looking visibly troubled by everything.
Dull.
Even if you mention some person I like best, that doesn't really apply to...
Ibuki, a coupon means you'll gain access to the all-you-can-eat buffet. You can eat all of your favorite foods to your heart's content.
Nah.
Ibuki, what's with that look in your eyes all of a sudden? Yamazaki-san? No, thank you. I don't feel well, so I'll just watch. Oh, that won't do at all. Fortunately, I do happen to have some of my medicine here with me, so... no, I suddenly feel better. I'll participate just like everyone else. Please don't use that. Oh, really? Oh, it's a shame that my medicine will have to wait.
And then the ever-smiling Sonan-sensei turned his gaze towards Hijikata-sensei. They're complete polar opposites. The surly, dissatisfied look on his face said that he had absolutely no desire to participate.
I'm not joining in. I'll look like an idiot if I fight in the same ring as these mooks. Despite all the trouble I went through to find a peaceful solution to this, you still insist on causing trouble by childishly digging your heels in. Yeah.
That motorcycle went vroom!
Oh. Nah. I'll let you have your way this time, son. Domo arigato.
Just like that, it was decided that everyone would be playing the SSS.
By the way, Chizuru, who you gonna team up with?
And Hisuke opened up Pandora's box once again.
He's a well-meaning boy, but...
But... With that one question, a thick tension enveloped the whole area in an instant.
Oh no.
Everyone started exchanging heated glances with each other. It was like sparks flew from the intensity when their eyes met.
Now, everyone. Please don't go back to fighting before the game has even begun. Since she makes up half of her team, allowing her to decide would be the fair solution, no?
At Sana-sensei's words, everyone's gazes fell on me in the span of a single breath. I was at a complete and total loss with the burden of choice being suddenly thrust upon me. I thought it would be best to team up with my fellow girls, but Olsen and Kozusu would pair up and then I would still have to choose someone else. Well then. While I stood there fretting over the lack of an answer, someone interjected in a clear voice. Oh, it was Kozusu. I keep forgetting which one it happens.
In that case, I'll be teaming up with Ryunosuke, which means Olsen and Chizuru-chan should team up with each other. Huh?
Well, if this is just going to become an extra source of conflict, that might be for the best.
Are you alright with that, Kozusu?
Of course, but I won't be going easy on you two just because we're friends. Get ready, okay?
Thanks, Kozusu.
Alright!
Many sippies.
Yeah.
I bowed my head to her in a quick bow, grateful for her consideration. Wait a second. Do I get any say in this?
No.
I was just trying to get you to read between the lines. Think of it as an opportunity and play along.
Got it, but if we're doing this, I'm in it to win it. And so Olsen and I formed one pair, and Ibuki-kun and Kozusu formed another. With our teams decided, everyone else resumed chattering loudly.
Well, now that that's been settled, should we just randomly assign the rest of the pairs? It would be unpleasant to partner with any of you, but I suppose I have no choice. If I am unable to partner with my wife, then who I pair with makes no difference to me.
With this simple exchange, the remaining pairs came together without much more of a fuss. Afterwards, While we were in the middle of preparing for the SSS, someone called out to me. Oh! I did not expect this.
Huh.
Huh. Chizuru, make sure not to let your guard down. Kaoru? He seemed to be sulking a bit, but I was a little surprised to hear him speaking so seriously. I can't understand why you team up with someone else when your literal brother is right here beside you. Still, this is better than you teaming up with any of the weirdos around here. Though it doesn't really matter. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Kaoru, you mean...
I was a bit perplexed at hearing him be so supportive, which was a rarity when it came to my brother.
You just don't want anyone else to win so they get to be alone with Chizuru-chan here, right?
Kaoru blushed and looked away. Olsen smiled after she interrupted us to tease him.
Good girl.
I could tell he was beating around the bush with his feelings as usual, but I smiled nevertheless. No matter what, I was still happy he was supporting me. Our turn in the SSS had come, and each empty hand was supplied with a water gun. Right. We had waited so long that it would be a waste not to enjoy it. Bup.
Time to save.
Time to save.
Time to save.
As I readied my water gun, Olsen shot me a bright grin and a laugh. Right then, let's go. I'm warning you though, I'm not gonna hold back.
Let's do it.
Let's go, round 1. I don't remember the buttons. I never do. Alright, that's the button for that. Yeah, behind a wall. Oh. I can't see what I am. Sen! Almost there, no! Oh god. Oh, ah!
No!
Ah!
Could
Alright.
you imagine though? It was the Baka trio in the arena, but it was 2v1.
Who's the one?
It would have to be either Harada or Hesuke, since they will actually be on your side for this. I've noticed. Because
Yeah. Oh,
Senpachi
God.
was not on your side during the last round.
Load. Load.
Yes.
Oops. I will get these screenshots at some point because I have the switchy. Oh god, that means I have to edit them all.
Oh no.
Fucking watermark, man. I hate it.
Eh.
Alright, round 2. Who is it? Oh, shit.
Why these two together specifically?
I don't know. He does the kitty face. Okay. God. No. Why can't I reach as far? Oh, this is horrible.
Oh no.
No, no. What? It went through him!
He is a demon.
Oh god. Sen! Sen! Sen!
No! One more time.
One more time. Load! Load! That's an unlikely pair.
Huh.
Get out. That's sad. Oh, I hit the wall. Nope. Sad. Oh god. I don't like this. No! Ah!
Loss.
Yep, alright.
Because they had more at the end of the
Yes, I know. Alright. Load! Alright, we're skipping.
We won. We did it, Chizuru-chan.
Well, when we get serious, we're more than a match for any boy.
We really did win, didn't we?
The feeling of victory finally hit me when I saw Olsen's grin. But we were being smothered by the oppressive silence of the men around us. It seemed that losing to us was too much of a shock for them.
Congratulations. Your victory is well deserved from how hard you fought. Here's your prize coupon.
Great. Thank you so much. We had a lot of fun thanks to you. Huh?
Oh, never mind. That was from Sin. Okay.
That was said. That was me, sir.
Olsen smiled and took the ticket that Sanon-sensei held out.
Now, these guys will never get over their crushing defeat, so let's leave them behind and put this coupon to use, yeah? Oh, but what about Kozusu?
I was wondering what to do, and I tried looking around. My free food! I let it get away!
It hurts my heart to see you so down from this. Since it was my fault we lost, I'll treat you to as much food as you want.
Really? Wait, but... I caught snatches of the conversation the two were having in the distance. Sounds like they're having their own fun over there, so let's just go ahead and use the pair coupon for ourselves.
I guess we could.
We grinned at one another and then headed off towards the poolside bar. Still, though, to be honest, I was a little surprised.
You're pretty good, Chizuru-chan. Nope, I think we were able to win because of you.
That's not what I meant, though. Osun smiled sweetly at me as she spoke. When I heard you were going to enroll at the all-boys school Hakuoki Academy, I couldn't stop worrying about you. But if that many people are protecting you, I can rest assured.
Thank you. All of them are really good people, so
take a drink. I didn't mean it like that either.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When I asked, Osun sighed, sporting a look of exasperation. Then I guess I'll ask differently. Is there anyone you're interested in there?
What?
Well, seems like I won't be able to hear any juicy stories this time around. I think now's a good time to regroup with the others.
Sure.
Osun wore a wry smile as I stood up awkwardly at her prompting. Even as we left the poolside bar, I was still looking for an answer to Osun's question, somewhere in the back of my mind.
Hurry back to everyone, I think.
Look around the pool area.
Oh.
The weather was nice, and I did go to the trouble of coming out to the pool, so I thought I should try looking around a bit more. Thinking that, I started walking around the pool. Boop. Sir.
Midget.
Oh, is that you, Ibuki? Oh man, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
By the way, where'd you end up going for high school?
I'm at Hakuoki Academy right now. I happened to catch sight of Ibuki-kun in the midst of a conversation with someone I didn't know. I wonder if they knew each other in middle school.
Isn't that your daddy's school?
So, what if it is?
So it's his school. So it is his school. Well, what about Kendo? You still keeping up on that?
Not anymore.
That's right. You gave up on that. Look, people at Hakuoki Academy Kendo Club is filled with nothing but crazy powerhouses. That Griffin figured you would be it. Not when you could go spy on your daddy's money.
Ibuki-kun might have been in a bind. He kind of looked like he didn't want to talk to them. I didn't even mean to overhear him, but I didn't know what to do at a time like this. As I stood there worrying about whether to call out to Ibuki-kun.
Oh, Ibuki, where have you been? Where are you up to? Or rather, am I interrupting anything?
Oh, not really. They're just old classmates of mine.
Classmates, huh?
There's that death stare of his. Okuta-san appeared out of nowhere, giving the two strangers a quick once-over.
Wait a minute. Isn't this guy Okita? Okita, as in the Okita from Hakuoki Academy? Yeah, I heard he always wins since his opponent's to the hospital. Yeah, that's no doubt about it. That's him. Let's get out of here before things get ugly. Right. Later, Bookie.
Ibuki's acquaintances quickly made themselves scarce. Ugh.
What? What was that? Not gonna lie, that gave you creeps. By the way, I don't remember ever sending anyone to the hospital either.
That's because you always go into some sort of kendo trance, right?
You know what? Now that you mention it, might be true. By the way, they said that you used to do kendo Ibuki. Why'd you stop?
I didn't stop because I never really started. I only did it a little bit when I was a kid. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You don't say.
Well then, I'm gonna head back. Saying that, he turned his back to Okita-san and left.
I like to think that the guys who talked to Ibuki were eating nachos, and then when Okita came up and they ran off, he just started eating their nachos.
He ate the leftover nachos?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That honestly sounds like... That sounds like a thing Okita would do.
Yeah, kind of. Like, there's nachos. Better not let them go to waste. Regardless of his intentions, Okita-san had ended up helping out Ibuki-kun out.
Now then, how about we head back to it, Chizuda-chan?
What? Okita-san, you noticed me?
Of course I did. After all, I came back here to look for you.
When I timidly came out of hiding, Okita-san gave me a smile of satisfaction, and our eyes unintentionally met. I found that I couldn't turn away, as if he had caught me doing something wrong. When Okita-san led me by the hand, hello again. With Okita-san leading me by the hand, we made our way back to the others. Is it bad that I don't remember Okita's CG for the pool?
Mm.
Do you remember? Because I don't. And then after we'd regroup with everyone else, in order to fully enjoy the time we had left, everyone had split up to do their own thing. Saito-san and Harada-sensei were competing for the best time in the competitive pool. Heisuke and Nakakura-san sensei challenged each other to go down the water slide 10 times in a row. They were stumbling on their feet by the end. In retaliation for losing at SSS, Kaoru pretended that his hand slipped at the pool side and pushed Yamazaki-san into the water. Okita-san took a picture of the scene. Senan-sensei chided him. Hijikata-sensei and Kazuma competed for the highest dive on the diving boards and took it way too seriously. I thought that everyone managed to have fun in their own ways. But our fun-filled day was drawing to a close as the sun set.
Quack, quack, quack.
We all left the water park behind, somewhat reluctantly.
Jeez. I had a completely miserable experience today because of Soji. Even though you say things like that, you judge yourself plenty. Not very honest of you, Hijikata. Although it was rather enjoyable, I do think that it was rather anxiety-inducing as well. Right? People kept showing up and causing problems left, right, and center. It looks like Ichikata says they really had a rough time. I can't help but feel bad for them. Senpachi, you're part of the problem too.
I swear. What do the teachers and students of Hakuo Academy think they're doing?
With this, the fact that there are no decent people at Hakuo Academy beyond myself and my darling bride-to-be has been thrown into stark relief. Now, please don't sell yourself short. You are a problem child amongst children.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Amongst problem children.
Okay. It sounded so weird.
Ah,
I'd say the one who suddenly sent vague emails or lured this many people here is enough of a problem child by himself.
nah, no, I'm not.
Mm.
From another angle, I guess you could say that he has a talent for networking in a way.
I don't mind either way, but what I'm not okay with is interrupting and intruding upon our girls' day out without permission. It's just as Osen says. I've gotten all worn out because of that. But it was kind of fun.
A lot happened today. Probably too much, but thanks to that, I think I was able to make wonderful memories from my summer vacation. Everyone kept chatting and laughing together as we headed home. This may well have added another precious book to my book of memories. Oh boy!
Cultural festival!
Ah. Time flew by. It was already October. As the season gradually began growing cooler, we switched to our winter uniforms. Mail! Who's it gonna be from? Who do you think?
Email, Ibuki, probably? No.
Friends! Amagiri.
Cosmo is in his third year, meaning he's your senior. But it might be that he is unaware of that. He can sometimes act and speak in an immature manner. When that happens, I would appreciate if you could either turn a blind eye or firmly admonish him. I think it was I'll pretend not to notice.
Let's see. Nope.
Damn it! I think that's just fine. It's just that's better to let sleeping dogs lie after all. Please be careful.
Midterms were approaching again and the whole school was on edge. But things were different from the first term when people weren't ready at all. Everyone knew to prepare for them well in advance this time. Then, as we studied and overcame the huge ordeal one way or another, the next thing that awaited us was...
Well, for those of you who actually read the program for this year's public events, I've already known this, but...
At the beginning of morning homeroom, Harada-sensei began to write today's agenda at the edge of the blackboard in big letters. After he finished writing, he turned back our way and slammed his hands on the lectern with a bam.
The cultural festival's at the end of the month. Every year at the Hakuoki Academy Cultural Festival, classes to judge each other's favorite programs by voting on their favorite. After considering several of the best picks, the class who snatches an uncontested overall win will receive a wonderful prize.
A wonderful prize?
No way, is it $1 million? Or a trip to Hawaii? Come on now, don't fly off on the dream landing on me here now. Last year, an entire class received discount coupons for the school's cafeteria as their prize. Chances are that this year's prize will be the same as well. A discount coupon for the cafeteria? Yeah, I'm not sure how happy I should feel about this. Yeah, it'd be weird if people wanted them that much, that's for sure.
Everyone's shoulders drooped simultaneously after such a letdown. You could tell just by looking, everyone clearly looked down about it. Despite our low spirits, though, there was a yawn.
Yeah.
And there was one within our ranks who felt entirely the opposite. Discount coupons? For the cafeteria? His chair screeched across the floor as he leapt to his feet without a second thought. Hey, you guys. This is one fight we can't afford to lose.
What's got you all gung-ho for, Ibuki?
You moron! The cultural festival! That's what! The cultural festival! It's a once-in-a-year chance for us to boost our morale as a class. This event is more than key, it's vital! Don't say it's annoying, meaningless, or insert detached feeling here. Get your head in the game! I couldn't put my finger on it. What he was saying wasn't wrong, but it felt like he was a bit pent up, kind of. Harada-sensei looked amused as he watched the state our classroom was in.
Well, it's good that you're motivated, and you'll be having me to teach for first period, so you're just in luck.
He glanced at the time, then looked around at all of us as he spoke.
You guys want to decide on a program sooner rather than later. The earlier we pick, the more time we'll have to get ready after all.
I'm all for it. I plan on leading the charge. The more time we get, the better.
Ibuki reeks of desperation, but I'm in favor of it too. We gotta do it for class, plus it seems fun.
Fun.
Alright then, it's decided. I'm gonna head back to the staff room for a little bit. Think of a program you want to do while I'm gone.
A program for the cultural festival, huh? I opened my notebook to brainstorm about what we could do for the cultural festival. Whoop! Time passed. Then first period came. Although we went back and forth about what program we should put on.
Well, not that any of these are bad ideas, it's just that none of them are a shoo-in, really.
It was a shame, but Harada-sensei was right. A drama performance, a cafe, an exhibition booth. There were a lot of proposals that seemed interesting, but it was difficult to say that any one of them could clinch us a win for sure. We couldn't really settle on anything with everyone's clashing opinions, so we ended up wasting a lot of time. But then Ibuki-kun abruptly stood up. With his eyes sweeping across the rowdy classroom, he made a decisive announcement. There's only one answer. Our class program will be a maid cafe! A maid cafe? He didn't care how bewildered we were when he yawned. We were as he mustered the courage to deliver us a fervent, earnest speech. Listen up. If people are gonna vote for us, then we gotta have something original that no other class has. Having said that, doing something too novel isn't good either. Your average visitor is gonna have a vote, so having something they'll be well acquainted with is key. And that be a cafe?
To be fair, you'd be able to use the break room for various things if you do the cafe.
Yeah, and more than that, our class has a secret weapon. The most powerful, original thing that no other class in this academy has! And the time he took to take a deep breath, Ibuki-kun's eyes flew wide open. The only female student in this academy! Yukimura Chizuru! I couldn't even express my surprise. I looked up at Ibuki-kun in a daze.
I get it. We use the fact that she's the only girl in school and that all the guys will want to come see her as a strat.
How about it? Isn't it the perfect plan? Ibuki-kun was full of determination. It seemed to inspire the rest of my classmates, who were now thoroughly sold on the idea. Save for me, who made up a key part of this plan, and whose thoughts on it were being ignored.
Ibuki-kun?
Alright, now settle down, you guys. If you're gonna pin your hopes and dreams on her, you better hear what she has to say about it first. Jesus.
I know. Harada-sensei turned his attention to me, who wasn't on board with all this yet.
Yukimura-kun, what do you think about all this? If this maid cafe is gonna happen, then you'll be pretty much the only one serving customers, and that's no small responsibility.
I thought... What'd you think?
Had to do it.
I had to do it! Honestly, using me as a selling point to get votes was unthinkable to me. I did feel really uneasy about it, but... The yawns won't stop.
Oh no.
It looks like everyone wanted to see this through. If that was the case, then I had no other choice.
If my contribution will help everyone, then I'll do it.
Alright, then it's final. This class's program is gonna be a maid cafe.
Harada-sensei slowly looked around the classroom.
Well, listen up, you lot. You got Yukimura-kun invested in this now. Aim for victory and give it to your best shot.
Yeah! I did it this time.
Yeah.
Everyone punched the air with excited grins on their faces. Seeing everyone like that made me want to put even more and more effort. Once we had decided on a program, everything afterwards went swimmingly. The culture festival would be at the end of the month. Now that we decided on a program, we had to start going all out into preparations right away.
Looks like things are going to be busy around here.
There was plenty to get ready for a cultural festival. I hoped it would be a fun one. As I was leaving the school with those thoughts in the back of my mind, suddenly...
You filthy mongrel.
I heard a booming voice coming from the middle of the schoolyard. As I have to now take a drinky. Thank you, Mage.
Yeah, thank you.
Surprised, I looked to see what was going on.
Why this music?
Every time, man. In the distance, I saw Ibuki and a man with a demonic-looking scowl.
I come all the way to your school, and you can't even handle the arranging for a simple greeting party? What's the meaning of this?
What do I care about that? You just didn't tell me anything. Ibuki-kun was half desperate with his rebuttal. Besides, the fact you showed up out of the blue expecting them to come out and formally greet you is way too unreasonable.
I don't want to hear your cheek, you mutt. And why should I have to take their needs into consideration, you useless piece of trash?
Ow, 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 ow! The man didn't just stop at verbal harassment, but went as far as to pull at Ibuki-kun's hair hard. I was briefly overwhelmed by shock at the situation unfolding before my eyes. As I came back to my senses, I hurried to stop them.
Excuse me.
Don't, Yukimura-kun.
Suddenly a hand landed on my shoulder.
I think it is just Yukimura with him. This doesn't concern you.
I looked up to see Hijikata sensei, making an incredibly bitter expression.
Yuki, it'd be Kondo Sensei, or Sansei.
Sensei. It's Sensei. My brain is just...
I know, but just like throw San in there and you got Sansei.
Anyway. Looking a little impatient beside him was Kondo Sensei. The two teachers rushed over and quickly forced their way in between Ibuki-kun and the man.
Welcome. Are you here? Thank you for coming all the way over here. Are you here to discuss that matter earlier? There's Awa-san. Oh, pardon me. How rude. It won't do us any good to stand around and talk like this. Let's take you to our reception office. By all means. I have the perfect tea from my hometown that I can bring out for you.
Kondo Sensei was remarkably courteous while dealing with the man.
So, my reception has finally arrived then. However, I am in the midst of a disciplining. Wait a moment. Serizawa-san.
Just before the man could turn to Ibuki-kun again, Hijikata-sensei stood in his way with a severe expression.
You'll disrupt the other students here if you have an outburst by the entrance here.
Hijikata-sensei threw me a glance while I was standing behind him.
You have your standing to think of, so consider whether or not this is the time or place to do this. You mean to meddle in my obedience training, Hijikata? I really don't feel like complaining about your teaching methods. It's just that this is the type of conversation you should be having at home.
Ibuki-kun let out a small cry over how he'd been quietly forsaken. Even at Hijikata-sensei's silence, filled with anger, the man didn't particularly look like he was inclined to let up.
May I ask who this man is?
I asked the question diffidently, and Kondo-sensei clapped his hands together.
Clasp. Oh, that's right. This is the first time you've ever met him. This is Kamo Serizawa. Serizawa-san is the chairman of the Hakuoki Academy Board and works as the Academy's PTA president as well. He's also Ibuki's foster parent.
Oh! That was when I realized that this was the person who Ibuki-kun would grumble about at times.
So, you're Chizuru Yukimura.
You know of me?
You're the only girl in this academy, are you not? You wouldn't think I would. You think I wouldn't be able to tell who you are? though I caught wind about the girl whose enrollment Hijikata himself permitted.
He scrutinized me from head to toe as if he were appraising my value. I resisted the urge to shrink back and straighten my posture as he fixed his gaze on me.
Please allow me to greet you once more. I'm Yukimura Chizuru. I'm in the same class as Ibuki-kun, and he's always been a great help to me.
Serizawa-san stared at me for a moment. There he goes. He let out what I thought was a snort, then walked off towards the front entrance. With a nod, Kondo-sensei followed after Serizawa-san towards the school building.
You realize how much of a medicine you still wanted to step in.
Huh? Muttering that under his breath, Hijikata-sensei took a step forward to follow after Serizawa-san. Then, as if he just remembered something, he turned back my way.
Yukimura, your reply just now wasn't half bad. Thought you would have said something about Ibuki, but then you held yourself back. Well done.
Oh, I didn't really do anything.
I had a lot of questions for and about Serizawa-san for sure, but now definitely wasn't the time for me to bring them up. After smiling a little at what I had said, Hijikata-sensei hurried back to the school building. After Hijikata-sensei and the others had left, I broke into a belated sweat. It seemed like the tension had finally cleared.
Ibuki-kun, are you okay?
Yeah. Just the same old.
Ad break.
He let out a sigh like he'd given up a little. But don't worry about me. Just think of how you can make the cultural festival a success. Alright? My lunches, my fate, my everything is riding on it.
Right, got it.
He had said it so seriously that all I could do was give him a stiff nod. All I had been thinking about was how we could make it as fun as possible. But it seemed to come with its own set of troubles. It was time to start preparing for the cultural festival! Our school timetables were shortened, and we worked on the preparations after school. Class 1-1 with no exception. The whole class was willingly putting in overtime to get the maid cafe ready.
Alright, done.
I was in charge of making the small props. Doing detail embroidery made up most of the work. I only just realized that the ornamentation needed for the maid cafe required a surprising amount of fabric. A tablecloth for every desk, a curtain to separate the kitchen area from the customer area. I yawned. And the maid outfit. It's the biggest challenge yet. I yawned. It made for a formidable opponent, to be sure. I sighed lightly and gave my hands a break.
I've been at it for a while now. I should take a little break.
When I went out to the hallway to clear my head, the whole building was bustling with activity. Some people rushed around carrying cans of paint. Others were hammering nails into a variety of things. Even with just a rough look around the hallway, it looked like every class was busy. The way the school building was being decked out for the festival, slowly but surely, was kind of exciting to see. I cranked my head looking all around while walking forward. Hesuke and Okita-san said that class 2-1 was doing a food stand in the courtyard. Saito-san was in class 2 too. I wanted to ask what his program was going to be. I also heard that the gymnasium was being hired out for exclusive use by someone with a lot of leverage.
I wonder who.
Speaking of which, I wonder what Harada-sensei would be. Maybe just a staff room? Maybe the other teachers would be in their own classes. Now where should I visit? What you thinking?
Head to the courtyard?
How about the gymnasium?
Oh.
Oh, right. Which classes will be using the gym then? I suddenly had my doubts as I continued down the passage to the gymnasium. On the way there, I spotted a familiar face. Oh, why is Ibuki-kun here? Wasn't he in our classroom? Ibuki didn't notice me, looking fidgety as he left for the other side of the school building. I wonder what happened. But I was in the middle of my break, so maybe he was as well. Of course.
Follow the Ibuki.
Follow the Ibuki! I'm a little curious. I was curious, so I decided to follow after Ibuki-kun. I could hear his voice from the rear courtyard.
Hey, Ibuki, is it true that your class's program is going to be a maid cafe?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's not fair. You only are able to because you have her.
Fair enough, but that's just down to how the classes are split up. Not like I can do anything about it.
Yeah, it's real nice having a maid. Hey, now how about you let our class borrow her then, eh?
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way we'd let you. I'll do anything to make sure our class wins.
Oh, God damn it. I know. How about we do a combined event with Shimabara Girls High School for next year's cultural festival?
Oh boy.
Yeah, that way we'll be able to do a festival and have girls there too.
You know there's no way that'll happen, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, your dad's on the board chairman and whatnot, isn't he? Yeah, there's no harm in mentioning it.
As if I can tell him that.
That's just how it is.
Oh.
Oh, well, we gotta head back to classes. See you later, Boogie.
Yeah. Just tell Serizawa-san if anything's up. No one thinks twice about telling me that. I thought the conversation was about how unfair it was having me available to do a maid cafe, but it looks like I was mistaken. This meant that even if Ibuki-kun was asked to do something, he didn't have any say in it. As I was thinking about that,
They didn't say that meaning it seriously in the least, you know.
Saito-san, Saito-senpai, I know that much, man.
I can lend an ear if anything's wrong.
Sure, if anything comes up. Well, I'll be heading back to class now. Ibuki-kun started walking off after saying that. Sato-san stared after him. Then he happened to look my way and we locked eyes. Oh, Saito-san.
Were you listening to that just now?
Yes, but Ibuki-kun, he can't do anything no matter what people ask of him.
You've got nothing to worry about. Let's think of this cultural festival. Ibuki's working hard on it, right? Then you should work together with him.
I understand. I'll do my best for him. I gave Sato-san my thanks before walking back to my class. He was right. Ibuki-kun was putting his all into this. I had to as well, so that we could make this cultural festival a fun one. When I got back to my classroom, I spotted my classmates making a sign for the maid cafe. I had to keep doing my best. As I was thinking that, I heard someone unexpected speak up from behind me.
That's some fine craftsmanship there.
Oh, Kondo-sensei.
Hey there, Yukimura-kun. Looks like your class is plenty motivated working on all of this.
Yes, we all decided to do our best to win.
I see.
Hearing what I said, Kondo-sensei nodded with a happy smile.
You know, the PTA president, Sarazawa-san, covers the expenses of the cultural festival prize every year.
Huh? He does?
I thought of the impression I got of him when I happened to meet him the other day. This kind of came as a surprise.
Help fight for this year's prize as well. Make sure that you work hard at it.
Will do. Thank you for your encouragement.
Take a drinky.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's
Well-
a drinky?
Every class is preparing programs that seem like there'll be plenty of fun. I can't wait to see how this year's cultural festival goes.
Kondo-sensei walked off with a smile, looking pleased with how much effort the students were putting in. I also wanted to do my very best, and make this festival the very best it could be. Then, the day of the cultural festival finally arrived. The classroom had completely transformed into a cafe. Everyone was buzzing while awaiting our grand opening.
Ibuki-kun, are you alright? You're looking a little pale.
I'm fine, just trembling with excitement. I did everything I possibly could to prepare for this, working non-stop up until today, but I wonder if it'll bear any fruit.
Well, it's gonna have to. We are serving orange juice, right?
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Man, you can't even guarantee that, though.
Well, we're all in this together, and I don't think there's a single other class who's worked as hard as we have. So I'm sure that things will go smoothly.
That's right. It's just like Yukimura-kun says. We've been all doing our best for today. Our interior decorations are just as good as any other class, and we have a cute maid, too.
Right. Yeah! Ibuki-kun seemed to have broken through his doubts. He suddenly raised his fist and looked at all of us. Let's go see the victory! You guys ready? Yeah! Then, the bell that you can't hear. After we'd finished firing ourselves up, we heard the chime to signal the start of the cultural festival.
Papa.
The cake set is done.
Right.
Miss Maid, come guide our newest esteemed customer to your seat.
Yes, right away.
I was overwhelmed by all of the unfamiliar customers, but I was still trying my best. The number of customers kept increasing, and things got really busy in the blink of an eye. And we got mail. Who is it? Who is it? Oh. I'm a giddy.
I offer my deepest apologies for the inconveniences of Cosmo's behavior. It seems that Cosmo has taken such a liking to you that he's disregarded the stares of those around him and acted in an unreasonable manner. However, that is how things are, so don't worry about it. I'll keep that in mind. No! It is be a hindrance for your safety if in school, and could certainly become a problem. Please do keep that in mind.
Oh, Lord.
Welcome. No, wait, I mean welcome, Master.
The line never seemed to get any shorter. The ads we put up must have worked really well then. I'd heard that the others had put up posters that read, "We have a maid here," or something along those lines. Because of that, I suppose everyone had high hopes for our program before the festival even began. I'm gonna say because I don't know what's gonna happen because this is Ibuki's route.
Mm-hmm.
Save.
But what do I do if things don't get any less busy?
We couldn't keep up with seating or orders anymore. Just then, yet another customer came through the classroom doorway.
Welcome back, Master.
Oh, it's just...
I just go straight into the game.
Yep, alright, let's go. Juice.
Great.
Parfait sandwich. Cakey. Coffee.
Coffee. And he's gonna want a parfait.
Cake. I knew
Oh,
it.
he wants cake.
Cakey. Cakey. Oh, fuck.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. He wants a sandwich.
And
Why
he
do you
wants
want cake? I feel
such a fancy person.
I feel like you
should
don't
know
deserve
this,
this
my darling
strawberry
wife.
shortcake.
You
Coffee?
should know this. You should know this, my darling wife.
No. Coffee.
9 more to go.
Da da. Coffee. Cakey. Sandwich.
You'd think it would be busier because of the fact that it's a Buki's route,
cakey.
but
I think I'd
He
die.
Da 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 da. Cakey. Coffee.
Oh, get the sandwich as well.
Parfait.
one more.
Alright, who's last? Who's gonna be
Just
it?
one.
Who's
Just one.
gonna be? Who's gonna be?
Oh no.
Da-da-da!
Okay.
Juice. Coffee, cakey, juice.
I should have been doing that the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking good.
That seemed like it was the biggest surge of the day, and we'd managed to make it through safely. I keep giving it 110% until we reach the finish line. Very soon, the long, long day came to an end. A chime sounded to signal the end of the festival, and all the customers who had come to the school as visitors headed home. The evening sun shone through the classroom windows as we tidied up while waiting on the school festival's closing event. We'd put away the large decorations another day, since that would be quite time-consuming. But there was trash to clear up, more so than usual, given the festival had been a school-wide affair. And there. I grabbed a garbage bag and walked towards the refuse collection point behind the school.
Shimada-san, does all the burnable waste go here? Yes. Please don't forget to separate out the cans, the jars, and the plastic bottles.
Shimada-san, the school janitor, was talking to Yamazaki-san, who also come to throw out some trash. The teachers all relied on and trusted Shimada-san a lot. He was the unsung hero of Hakuo Academy. When we first met, I was shocked at the sheer size of his stature, but I've come to know him as a gentle giant. He was very kind. There were rumors that he absolutely adored sweets, which explained how he gotten so big, or something along those lines at least.
Hello, Yamazaki-san. Shimada-san. I brought some more garbage.
Sure, Yukimura-kun. Thank you for your hard work. Yeah, thanks. Did you come to throw some trash away too?
That being said, there really is a lot of it today.
Waste was piled up high in one corner of the courtyard. Shimada-san gave a small, dry smile while looking up upon the garbage heap.
It's a sign that things were successful, I suppose. I've worked here as a janitor ever since the school was founded. But this year's cultural festival had quite the turnout, didn't it?
Oh, really?
Yes, it was even more exciting than last year's, in my opinion.
The enthusiasm from the festival still lingered as I looked upon the school, awash in the colors of twilight. But as the sun vanished, so did that enthusiasm, little by little. As the loneliness weighed on my heart, I heard people approaching us in the rear courtyard.
So in other words, all that excitement means that this year was the best one yet, right? That's why we teachers had it so rough. That being said, most important thing that came up was no major problems.
Oh, it's Harada-sensei and Hijika. The sensei.
The two of them looked different from what I expected. For some reason, Harada-sensei and Hijikata-sensei were wearing aprons. Moreover, the design and colors of the aprons were contrary to the image I had of those two. They looked kind of cute, in a way.
Cute? Those are some very unusual outfits to see the two of you in. May I ask why? My class ran a takoyaki stand, but we prepared way too many. The class was talking about eating them as soon as possible.
Hijikata-sensei spoke with a dejected expression. Now that he mentioned it, there were conspicuous sauce stains at the bottom of his apron.
You mean to say you cooked it personally, Hijikata-sensei?
Yep, I got a rare look at Hijikata's laser-focused on takoyaki face. Oh, shut up. Well, I couldn't just let all the students do it.
Hijikata-sensei gave a wry smile and suddenly looked behind him. Standing there was Nagakura-sensei, his cheeks stuffed full from the veritable mountains of takoyaki he was carrying.
Well, I have to get a cookie. Hang on.
Yeah, it's coming back, Chet.
Well, can I really eat this button, Carl? Oh. Yeah, consider it a reward for all your hard work. Don't be shy. Eat up. So, we're basically just taking a little break, as you can see.
When I followed Harada-sensei's line of sight, I noticed that Sanan-sensei had also appeared.
I will be helping myself to some as well.
Sanan-sensei was also snacking on some takoyaki behind Harada-sensei and Hijikata-sensei.
Alright, I like my boss, man. My silver fifth, my super wore out. Well then, would you like to try this out?
Sanan-sensei promptly produced a small bottle filled with a crimson liquid.
Don't do it. Well, we'll try it. It is an energy drink that I created. One sip of this will completely remedy any fatigue you might have. Please drink it if you wish, Nagakura. Wow, that's amazing then. Thanks a bunch. Nakakura-sensei, wait! Huh? What's wrong, Yamazaki? Yes. Is something the matter, Yamazaki? No, it's nothing.
Harada-sensei laughed lightly at their exchange, before extending the takoyaki offer to me too.
You should also eat some too, if you're in the mood.
Are you sure?
But of course. Welcome to our humble store, milady. Allow us to show you to your seat.
Alright.
I swear, Harada, don't tease the kids like that.
I couldn't help feeling shy being in the middle of everyone like that. The closing event of Hakuo Academy's Culture Festival was non-compulsory, taking place after the sun had set. Of course, almost everyone from my class chose to participate, but there were also a few who didn't. And so, before the ceremony and the announcements of which class won, students from every class gathered on the school grounds.
Students of Hakuo Academy, before the closing ceremony, let me officially announce the end of the school festival.
Serizawa-san also made an appearance alongside Kondo-sensei on a stage in front of the school building.
Thanks to all of your incredible efforts, this year's Cultural Festival ended up being a great success. For some classes in particular, things were more climactic and exciting than ever. Now then, the PTA chairman, Serizawa-san, will announce which class has won the popular vote.
Serizawa-san looked completely uninterested as he unfolded the paper he was holding.
I did unfold actual paper for this.
I know.
By virtue of gathering the most votes, this year's winning class is...
Please. Ibuki murmured that hoarsely with his hands clasped tightly in prayer. The others in the class and I waited for the announcement with bated breath.
Class 1-1.
Yes!
Yeah, Discord did not like that.
Nope.
Yeah?
This isn't a dream, right? Our class actually just... Yeah, our class actually won. Ha ha ha! Ibuki was rendered speechless, so he struck a huge victory pose instead.
The same that Leon has.
Yes! Yes! With this, I'll be able to eat lunch like a normal person from now on. It's like a dream come true! But then, as we were celebrating...
Dun dun dun!
Serizawa-san appeared behind Ibuki-kun before any of us even realized.
What you just said, eat lunch like a normal person. Aren't you for misunderstanding things?
What? But we won, right? That means the school lunch discount coupons are ours, right?
I don't know where you heard such a rumor, but that is not what this year's prize is. The prize this year is a class-wide prepaid book card.
A prepaid book card. How is that possible? I didn't hear about this.
You irritating pest. You must have purposefully misunderstood. Come here!
Oh, don't pull my ear! In the end, I'm gonna guess Discord didn't pick that up.
No.
Many students were happy, but Ibuki-kun alone was so depressed that it seemed like he'd never recover from it. My poor son!
Don't worry, this is your route.
With that, the Culture Festival came to a close. Serving all those customers had been tough, But it ended up being a fulfilling day. Thanks to everyone's hard work, I had no doubt in my mind that this day would become a wonderful memory for me. We are not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'm stating it right now. We are not.
I did not think so.
No. Because, like, one half of chapter 2 is a chapter by itself.
Yeah.
Save. Alright, to the option. Title screen, I mean.
Where we get to see your son.
Once I get to the store. And I remove myself.
No, don't do it.
Oops. Beep! There he is.
Hi, mighty. We got an ad break starting in a minute, too.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course.
Of course we do. Ooh, Game Grow's on.
Yeah, they've been playing Fable 2.
I guess we'll be doing that. Do we wait for the ad?
I think so.
Alright, well, we're gonna chill here for a second, chat.
Yeah. It'll be about 2 minutes, I think, before we head over there.
Yeah. I think. Though I don't see it popping up for me saying it's gonna be a ad break.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9. But yeah, and then it'll pop up said ad break ends in 1 minute 30 seconds.
Hopefully? Let's see. Does it pop up? I don't know. There it is.
Ad break ends in 1 minute and 30.
Great. It has occurred to me that tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah. Gonna go out tomorrow.
And come back for Chaotic Uno?
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen and I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fable 4 is in development, isn't it?
I have zero clue.
I am actually excited for that because I have played the 3 mainline entries.
Oh.
I own the first game.
Oh.
Not the lost chapters, but just like the first game.
Okay.
Let's see. 30 seconds.
Da, 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 da,
Because I'm administration that I can see this
yeah, I can see it
and
too.
let you know. Oh.
Alright. I think I did that a little too early.
5, 4. Okay, yeah, perfect. Used unraid. What?
Yeah, I used Unraid because it was a little too early.
Okay. Tomorrow afternoon. What?
What?
What's tomorrow afternoon?
It is,
Hades, that's right.
yes, it is Hades.
And then later on to that night, it'll be a special stream.
Of Uno!
Yes. I am excited for this. I can't wait for the chaos.
This is your creation.
Yes. Sunday and Monday is up in the air as far as the night streams are concerned, but the day streams should still be the same of,
Yeah.
what is going to be Sunday now?
Sunday is still gonna be Sims 4.
Okay, Sims 4 on Sunday, and then Monday is art.
Yep.
Okay,
Huh.
if that's the case, everything's caught up. Please drink water.
Have a good day, night.
Try not to die because you didn't drink water, and let's go raiding!
Woo! Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!